Hunter Hunter. Oh my goodness. This is one of my favorite animes ever. One of the best to ever be made. This is in my top 5 or even in my top 3 animes ever. This is a story about Gon Freeze, who is probably the most optimistic protagonist in anime out there. And he goes on a journey to try and track down his deadbeat dad who left him behind on an island. And along the way, he learns that the world is not so nice. Now this is one of the darkest fights you will ever see in anime. At this point, Gon is trying to convince Pitou to bring his friend Kite back to life. And Gon is already starting to lose his mind. We've already seen that Gon can be a little bit unstable, and when he finds out that Kite cannot be brought back to life, he absolutely loses his shit. In this moment, he transforms his body and brings forth all of his future life energy to beat the shit out of Pitou. We've seen how Pitou was an incredible fighter, but in this fight, she gets absolutely destroyed to the point where we kind of start to feel sorry for Pitou. Oh, maybe not really. He's a monster.
誰が強くなったって、すべてお前を倒すための準備運動に過ぎない。始め！行くぞ！次は容赦しない。
Hisoka versus Castro. This was a really good match because this is where we really started to see how the mechanics of Nen could be used in a fight. Because we've been introduced to how there were different kinds of Nen users like emitters and enhancers. And this was the first time we really saw people who were seasoned Nen users using their abilities in a fight between two enemies who are trying to destroy each other.
Catch. 2度目で僕の目は慣れちゃったか。
And yes, you guessed it, another fight with Hisoka. Hisoka is a badass. He might be a creep, but he's a badass. This time, he was fighting the butler, and it was the butler's moment to shine. We've only seen him doing tricks with his coins, and finally we got to see how dangerous those coins can really be. But Hisoka, being the trickster, had another trick up his sleeve.
Oyaji, 気をつけろ。奴は他人の能力を盗む。
Next, we have Chrollo Lucifer versus the Zoldycks. Yes, that's right. His name is Chrollo Lucifer. And yes, their names are the Zoldycks. At this point, we'd already been shown just how powerful the Phantom Troop could be, and Chrollo Lucifer was meant to be the most powerful one out of all of them. And we'd also seen just how powerful Killua was, and he was just a baby Zoldyck. This was our chance to see what a full-grown Zoldyck could do. This was an incredible battle and a pure showcase of power. Gon versus Hisoka in Heaven's Arena. Now, it doesn't take a genius to realize what Hisoka's intentions with Gon are, but from Gon's point of view, he's just the ever-optimistic protagonist, and in this fight, despite the fight being super one-sided, I mean, Hisoka was always going to win, but Gon had just one simple objective: to give Hisoka one good, solid punch. And when he did that, oh my goodness, what a moment.
噛むのはおめえの専売特許じゃねえぞ。
負ける。陰獣たちは負ける。陰獣たちは負ける。
この距離じゃさっきみてえに俺を噛みちぎることはできねえぜ。
Uberjin versus the Shadow Beast. Now, at this point, the Phantom Troop had disrespected the Mafia, and the Mafia sent in the Shadow Beast. Uberjin, being super confident, decided to take on all of the Shadow Beasts by himself. And he did it. Yeah, he did it. Uberjin was just so massively strong and used his Nen in so many different ways, being an enhancer, that he managed to defeat all the Shadow Beasts just by himself. Now, at this point, we'd already seen that Uberjin was crazy strong, but Kurapika was a man on a mission. His entire clan had been murdered by the Phantom Troop, and he was out for revenge. So much so that he put conditions in place to make himself super powerful, and he had become the Chain User, aka Chain Dude.
直角にシュートビーシケヒソカバンジーガム
The Greed Island Dodgeball Match. Wow, wow, wow! This was the best showcase of teamwork in the entire anime. Every single person on the team had to use their own strengths and combine the Nen abilities so they could win the match. That's right, they won that match through the power of friendship and also plot armor, but you know.
ずっと待っていたよ、この時を。さあ、やろう。僕が入団したのは、いや、入ったと見せかけたのは、まさにこの時のため。
Hisoka versus Crawler Lucifer. Now, Hisoka loves fighting, and he had been aching to just get a fight with Crawler Lucifer. When he finally got his chance, it was a really good match. Unfortunately, this has not been animated yet. Only the manga fans know just how good this is. And we're hoping to see an animated version of this fight in the next few years.
わしに負けを認めさすことができれば
教えてやらんでもないぞ。
殺さず気の済むまで。まあすぐに積んでやろう。
Chairman Netero versus Meruem. This was the big battle that everyone had been looking forward to between two of the most insanely OP characters that we had seen in the anime. We had Netero, who was representing the humans, and Meruem, who was representing the Chimera ants. Yes, that's right, this guy is meant to be an ant. So anyway, we have the world's strongest human being versus the world's strongest ant. And somehow it was a close battle. Overall, this match was pretty epic, and the conclusion was terrifying. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe to activate my NEN conditions. See you next time.